Hey guys, welcome back to Minute Family Farm. As you can see behind me, this thing, not the black car. Hopefully that's sometime. Got a feed grinder from Premier One. I forget what model this is. Used it a little bit so the tag came off. Handles grain very well. But once you start to mix in alfalfa or some kind of grass, kind of like that, it does not work so well, and you gotta go slow with it. You can't just pile it in. But today, show you how to beat the feed prices that are going on right now. Currently, right now, the way I mix pig feed and chicken and duck feed, which with my chickens and ducks, I just mix it the same now since they're mature. The pigs is similar, it's the same stuff in it, but it's obviously a different ratio for protein, which I'm not going to tell you in here which percentages are better according to what you use. Sorry about that, neighbors were plowing across the street and they were beeping, so I was making sure they didn't need to beep or anything. But like I said, I'm not going to tell you which ratios to use, which ones are better according to what you use. You can use mixture of peas, corn, oats, alfalfa. As far as your main ingredients, I mainly use corn, alfalfa, oats, and just a general mixture of a little bit of additive. We do use Fertile mineral mix for the pigs and also for the chickens. To add to that, I do have kelp meal, which you can buy online, Amazon, just about anywhere, depending on how much you want to pay. And also fish meal. So the mixture, I've already weighed it out according to protein mix and things like that. And you just got to see what will work for you. The feed that I'm mixing, the corn is not, as far as I know, it's not a non-GMO, but they are out on grass. They have full access to it as much as they want. So they got bugs and everything to pick from. And I add this in there. There's some research shown that you can give them GMO food, put them out on pasture, and everything kind of negates itself. So it's essentially, a non-GMO chicken, or almost even to an organic level. So that's what I'm trying to do without having, the prices of organic. I'm not going to go organic. I'm surrounded by commercial farmers. So there's no physical way for that to happen, most likely here. I also add diatomaceous earth. This is a kind of a constant dewormer. You don't have to put it in their food constantly. You can give it to them as a bigger ration. So there's multiple ways to do this, but basically all we're going to do is I'll alternate half or full bags depending on what I'm doing, and then that way it's kind of a general mixture. And as you can see, it's in a little kiddie pool. This is an old Dutch pool that I used last year, then it sprung a leak. So there's a couple holes in it. The new ones are from me scraping this out with the shovel and putting it in the trash cans as far as storage. They are metal, just be aware of that. So rats and mice can obviously chew through metal, chew through plastic. So I opted for the tin can version. I'll show you here. So I got 3 of them. 2 for pig feed, 1 for chicken and duck feed, which probably need 1 more. So that way I can roughly do 200 pounds in a can. I picked up 500 pounds worth of food that I'm gonna end up grinding. I probably won't do all 500, but I will do a good mixture of anywhere between 200 to 300. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my mixtures here. You'll see me pour certain things in, certain things out, mixing it up, diatomaceous earth and cornmeal and Futrell. The powdered stuff like diatomaceous earth, cornmeal, things like that, you don't necessarily need to put in the mixture. I just kind of do it just so I know it's already in there, and then once I set that aside, I know it's done. So I'll do a little bit during the first 100 pounds and then a little bit on the next 100 pounds, and that way it's a little bit more even. Then when it's all in here, I'll toss it around with a shovel, mix it up a little bit more, because there is a lot of corn in this. As a protein, it's cheap, it's a filler, pigs like it, ducks and chickens like it. They actually pick that out first. So health of the birds and the pigs are great. Haven't had any issues. I have had one chicken where she was not laying an egg with a shell, so it's just like the lining, so it kind of was like a really saggy hacky sack. I'll put that as the appropriate way to say it. But other than that, she actually cleared up. I've been giving them some more eggshells. So I'll take their eggs, hard boil them, give 2 to 4 to the pigs every day as an extra protein supplement, a little bit of filler. And then I'll use the eggshells from that, give them back to the chickens, so that way their shells are a lot harder, a little bit thicker, and then so far we've never had any issues. And they're going on I think 2 years old. But I'm gonna start mixing here, grinding stuff away. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse and hang out. Oh, I did forget to mention the price of pig feed. If you guys have looked at anything like that, for a 50-pound bag, I think you're looking at anywhere between $14 to well over $20, $30 a bag, depending on what you want to buy. I can grind everything with additives included for about $10 a bag. So you do the math on that on a life of 2 pigs or more. I will add the Futrell mineral mix for the pigs later, so I'll do one batch and then do another. For the chickens, we're roughly about the same. I use a little bit more additive between like not the Futrell, they get the Futrell too, but the cornmeal or the kelp and whatever this other one, and fish meal. But everything else is about the same. They both get diatomaceous earth, Futrell mineral mix, corn, alfalfa, oats, peas, kind of whatever the percentage, and then the prices of stuff right now. So pea prices are through the roof, so you're probably going to stay away from that. But stick around and watch what I do. Now that I got one layer done of each, I will go back and do it all over again, and then that'll be a nice little mixture, and then I'll turn it again and then stuff it in a container. As you can see the different layers here. Like I said, you can use different things. One thing this does come with, I got the medium on it right now. This, I forget what the measurements are. You can look it up online. But this is the small, this is a large. Pretty much this does nothing with what I'm putting through it right now. So this was pretty much dust. So I'm going with the middle here, which seems to work out good. Do also gotta say I do mix in for the birds occasionally. I'll do black oil sunflower seeds. Lately I haven't been grinding it and mixing it because they just leave the shells, but I'll just take a handful or a scoop sometime and just throw it to them. That way it kind of acts as their scratch grain, but a lot of the stuff that's in scratch grain is in here along with the extra minerals and stuff like I said before. So but yeah, so the other thing is hopefully you guys watched to this point. You can look up Joel Salatin's books. In there he has a mixture ratio for what he gives his laying hens and then also his meat birds. So you can kind of look at that, judge, you know, see how much it is for you, things like that in your area, because I know price of feed is different everywhere. Good thing is that's good for the farmers, but because of China and everything else that's going on, it's a little hard to purchase it at a decent price unless you can buy in bulk from a farmer near you. But most likely all they do is soy and corn, at least around where we are. So stick around. I will do this again and then I'll show you how I toss it up and then throw it in a barrel. Now we got about 200 pounds of feed here. I'm gonna mix it up and then throw it in a barrel. And then I'll get started on pig feed. I'll spare you guys the same process, different rations. But thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.